What is up, guys? We are live here at Pro Play Games with our super release champion. Look at that, champion Jonathan. What were you playing today? Please tell everyone, please tell the world.
Well, I don't even know what to call it because everyone's calling it something different. I hear of this blue-black control, I think it's mono-black, but it's like blue gods, I think you have to call it, yeah.
Blue gods, with no surprise on the leader, Super Saiyan 3, very, very powerful leader, this guy right here. What is your opinion on this leader, first of all?
It's too broken. I mean, it's just starting the matchup with 2 energies is just way too, and on top 3 energies is too good. Like, and this guy is not an offensive guy in my opinion. He should be a defensive leader. Like that's why I won, because like everyone tried to rush me and it didn't really matter because I just play so much defense that it's just they can't now cover me, and then you just beat the opponent with the big guys that you have, and they just have to answer those guys before they attack your leader, and then just start piling up, and that's why I think this one is a defensive leader.
And for those of you who don't know, first DBS tournament just picked up the game. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh player. He comes to every single one of our locals, plays against some of the best in the world, and just took down one of the best players in the entire world in Alejandro Mena, regional champion, our first regional champion ever. So congrats to you. That's a huge feat. Let's go see what you used to take down this tournament.
All right. So starting up, I played 3 1-drops. How I set it up for? I always wanted to play the first game at least. I wanted to play like 1-drop, 2 of the 1-drops. So if my opponent was super aggressive and they wanted to awaken me, I would just let him awaken me, and then I have 2 combo potentials for later rounds. If no, I just need to see this card. This is the most important card to see in first round. This is the one that you mulligan for, the Tapion. If you see this card, you're good. It doesn't matter what the opponent is doing, because you're gonna draw 9 cards in the first 9 cards in the first round. So this is the most important card of the deck.
So what does that card do exactly?
So you when you play him, you take up to 1 or 2 lives. You can choose, it doesn't really matter. You choose 1 card on the opponent. So that's why it's also good, because you can use the ones that they already use for like critical or something that they take a life for. You just put it on top of the deck, and now they have to draw it so it stacks the decks. It's really good. And not only that, well, it helps you self-awaken. Then you self-awaken, draw 2 cards, and then just it rolls from them, because against the same leader, you just swing at the leader, and they have to throw a 5k to this one. So it's just good all together, and it's just self-awakening card. So this is the card that you have to mulligan for. Well, but we'll later on that. So the 1-drops. This one is the only iffy one. I play a lot of gods. Like everything is gods. It's like 25 gods in the deck. Funny enough, this one is also a god, so you can also search for this one if you.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, this one is just a +1, so it doesn't really matter. It's just plus. All 3s are plus. You can miss on this one, so if I have to play this one, I play him. But if no, I play with these 2 rather, because it's just a for sure draw. This one is a maybe. Though this one gets the super combo, which is super good. So that's the 1-drops. 3 of the another super combo, which is again, this is a defensive deck, so you just wanna see these cards defending. This guy is amazing. It's really good because if they're trying to be aggro, you just play this guy, and now they have to answer it. If not, they just get rid of their cards in the field, their monsters. If no, if they're playing like a bigger deck that they have to go bigger, then you just play this one to attack the leader and just pressure the leader, and that's what you want to do with this guy. This guy is really good, amazing. 3 of the super. I think this is better than the Piccolo.
What's your reasoning on that?
There's a couple of reasons. In attack, when you want to use this attack for attacking, you just get the +1. It doesn't matter. And in defense, many times if you're playing against a deck that just wanted to combo out 1 card, so then they double strike you, and they just want to do just double strike. Then you just get that one back, just draw a card regardless, and just stop the whole super combo. And in the late game, it's even better because if they just combo up with everything, this is basically a 20k. Because you can just like 10k plus taking out another 10k over there, just 40k. It's just like basically a 40k if you have two of them. So that's why I think this one is better than the other ones. Because the reason to play the other Piccolo is to draw another 10k to combo with. So if you are defending with this one, it's a guaranteed plus 10k plus 20 combo. So I think this one is better, in my opinion. I don't know. And you can search it with the god, so even better. I played 2 negates and 2 Mafubas in main because it depends on the matchup really. If the deck is too aggressive, I sat out the Mafubas and I play the Correlations. If the deck is like Apes or any other deck that like depends on a boss monster, this is way better. So I have the other one in the side deck, but yeah, that's why. Oh, this guy is super good. Focus Mind Piccolo. Again, following with the team of the deck. You want to be defensive with the deck, right? So if they're playing a super aggressive deck like the GT or the any of the aggressive decks, like I play against Vegeta, and this was really good against the Vegeta. This guy just alone destroyed the Vegeta because it just gains 20k on the opponent's turn when you have 3, so it's just super good. Again, it's just gonna roll out of the and with so many defensive cards, it's really hard for them to answer. This guy,
what does this guy do? This is a brand new card from Colossal Warfare, right?
Yeah, correct. So this guy is not bad. I mean, this guy is amazing actually. His effect is really good, but I played him in main because I didn't know how aggressive was gonna be the format, because I didn't know what they were gonna do. So if they're really fast, I don't wanna see this guy because they're gonna awaken me anyway. But if they just wanna stall me out, like Universe 7 Frieza or something like that, they just wanna stall me out, you just play this guy and you just get 2 cards, the triple strike is super good in that case. It's for awakening, in case you don't see the main card, again, this card. If you don't see that guy, you have to play this, you have to play that. But if depending on the deck, I just always side it out, because depending on the matchup. If it's a control matchup again, you have to play this guy. If no, it doesn't matter. You can side it out. This guy, Bergamo. I have the other one in the side deck. This was a last minute addition because I wasn't sure again how fast was gonna be the format. So against any deck that is super aggressive, this guy is super good. Because like the GT or the even the Apes, they don't play that much removal. So just swing with this guy, and all the other cards have to swing with this one. And again, because this deck is super defensive, to be able to kill it, they have to throw at least I don't know, like 40k. And if they don't, and if I feel like it, I can just protect it, and then they just have it becomes a problem if you don't do that one. So this guy is super good against aggressive decks. That's why it was flexible. Depending on the matchup, I just side out this or bring this on. Oh, this guy. This was the whole reason to make the deck. He's a god. You can search it out with this guy, the Universe 10. With this guy. Yeah. This was the whole reason to do the deck, because this guy is pop one of the opponent cards. So if they're playing GT, you pop the 3 that comes for a 5, or you pop the in the Apes. Against the Apes, this card is amazing because you just pop any of the other ones, and it's pressure because it's a critical with barriers, so they cannot just like destroy it with banish it with one of the new one that banish one of the cards. So this card is one of the best ones because again they have to answer it, and it's a 20k. So again they have to throw a lot of cards to destroy it. So if they don't do that, then it's just, they lost. So this card is the whole reason that I did the deck, but yeah, it worked perfectly fine. It's amazing. Another amazing card. This guy is broken, especially against the mirror, because again you're playing the mirror, right? So this guy, every time that you swing with it, if they are playing a SS3 Goku, they have to pitch at least 2 cards, because unless they're playing like the Senu guy, what's it called, the one that just shuffles everything back. Yeah, that guy, or they're playing the GT guy that it's a 7-drop, they always have to drop 2 cards at least, and then they don't want to get double strike because double strike, so they at least have to throw a 10k or a 10k and a 5k. So it's basically like a 4 cards for one strike. So this guy is super good. I was trying it out with the other guy, with the one that lowers the cost by 1, but I think the 3 drops is the other 3 drops are better, and the format is too fast to play the other one. So this one is better to play at 5, and it just still does the job for the deck. And lastly, one Scientist Fu. You go through so many cards through the deck because of the 1 drops and the drawing every turn that you really, when you see it, you're just gonna win with this one. So it doesn't really matter. You don't need to play anymore. I saw it often enough. Now for the side deck, the third one for the aggressive decks, the fourth one, I mean, these 2 for like whatever it was spamming decks. I sided out against apes. I think that was a mistake because yeah, they have a blocker, but I didn't realize that at the moment. So yeah, that was a map, but against any other deck that is super aggressive, this guy is good. Another good card for the side deck. I almost always set it in depending on the matchup. This guy is really good because first it's a god, again, you can search it out. Then it's a 5-drop basically, but it's a 5-drop late game more than anything. That's why the Piccolo is so good, because it's a 4 mana and you're always gonna pop something in turn 4. So this guy is really good against, like, if they have a 7-drop that you wanna pop, so that one, like the new GT guy, this guy is really good. Or the apes, they wanna have their monsters in the field, so you just got that one. So that's why that one is really good. Yeah, I have no complaints on this one. I almost sided in almost every game. Sometimes I put 3 or 4 depending on the matchup. The third Mafuwa, the other 2 Wizard Cursion depending on the matchup. I didn't play against a yellow, so I don't know how this would have gone. In theory, it should be okay. I don't know. I just didn't feel like I didn't play, so I don't know. And this is another good side deck card. Well, I mean, for my deck, because again, if the deck is super aggressive, like if they want to be super aggressive and they attack your leader, then this is again only a defensive card. But if like on turn 4 and 3 in a super aggressive deck, you just drop this to the leader, and then now they have to throw 10Ks for to just do 1 damage, and I can just throw something else. So that's why this one is really good against that's it. That's the deck.
Sweet. Any other like comments about the deck? Anything that you think you would switch? Anything that was relevant during the tournament? Like what different matchups were you playing against? Anything that was hard against?
Hard. I think the apes was actually quite easy. I didn't think it was hard. That was actually the easiest one. The GT was a little bit harder. Again, you just have to out-resource them in defense. If not, they just draw the whole deck, and you just can't stall enough to just win the deck like by decking out. It depends on the player, but yeah, that's a little bit harder, but it's not that hard. Like you cannot win that. It's doable. The other matchups I play against SS3, that was super easy because you have this guy. Again, this guy is super good. And also Vegeta is super good, and then I only play GTs, and so yeah, you have to do something about this guy because it's too good.
And then this was your first time playing Dragon Ball, so how did you like the game in comparison? You come from Yu-Gi-Oh background, so what do you like about the game, what you don't like about the game? How was your experience at your first time?
Yeah, no, the thing, Yu-Gi-Oh and this game is completely, they're completely different. But I play Yu-Gi-Oh like I play this thing. I like control decks, so like that's why I'm taking like kind of a break from Yu-Gi-Oh right now, because like the format is way too fast and it's way too toxic right now. So I know this matchup I've been playing a little bit. Like the first deck that I did was an SS3. I like it. It's aggressive, but it's not my kind of deck. This is my kind of deck. This is like the control kind of deck. And it's super fun. It's super super focused. You need to be like super mindful of what you're doing. Like everything you're doing, every turn like counts a lot. Like you have to, but it's super fun. I super love it.
Well, really glad that you enjoyed the game and gave it a try. Like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players and Magic players and even Pokemon players have given it a try, and they all love it. So thank you again for coming out and playing against some of the best players in the world and just beating them with your brew. So super exciting. Thank you again. Hope to see a lot more from you in the future, and keep playing Dragon Ball, man.
Thank you.